Alrighty then. Looks good. What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday, and welcome back to another edition of our Monday night online open mic presented by the Barbed Open Mic Series, aka BWOMS, based out of El Paso, Texas, here in the U.S. Southwest. What's going on, everyone? I want to give a shout out to everyone who was already waiting for us to get started. I see some familiar names there. Rayos, Memo, Kamikaze, welcome again, and good to see you as always in the chat. Also, shout out to Mireli, who recently subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. That is an option, guys, if you want to be kept up to date with not only our live streams, but any kind of content we have in the way. Just subscribe, and you can even click the bell under these videos to be notified when we have new videos. That does include the Monday night live stream, usually the weekend or the night before. I set up the video beforehand. That way, so you're already here. We got Steven in the chat, who's also signed up to perform today, guys. If this is your first time here, welcome. Great to have you. This is our little place, our little corner of the internet. Hey, David's here too. Yeah, what's up, David? David's in also both places. Anyway, this is our little corner of the internet where we set up and do a little thing called an online mic. It's like any other open mic, except we get to join us from the comfort of our own homes or couches, and basically not having to drive anywhere, which is nice. Um, yeah, everyone's here in the chat is also here. Good to see. Hey, Kevin is in the house. Oh, cool. Kevin Shea, what's going on, man? Local musician. Has performed at Old Sheepdog before. By the way, we have Old Sheepdog. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. If this is your first time here, like I said, welcome. Um, if you want to sign up, or if you ever want to join one of these, we always have a link to sign up in the description of the video. When you click on that link, it will take you to a form, which will also just kind of let you know a little bit more about how we run these, what to expect, how to prepare for a set, all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, if you are in the El Paso area, the El Paso region, then we're going to go ahead and suggest that you also check us live in person because we're not only an online show. We do this every Monday, and we have been since April of 2020. But since 2007, we have been having holding spaces in El Paso for people to share their writing, to share their creative work. In fact, we started as part of the UTEP MFA program way back in the day. Since then, we've joined a local nonprofit called BorderSenses to help try and promote literacy and the literary arts here in the city. And we would have other programs like a journal and all sorts of writing workshops. The open mic is an opportunity for people to share their work and collaborate and create, kind of be part of that community. We do have shows all around the city. In fact, if you're watching this live, maybe make plans to see us tomorrow, Tuesday, January 28th at Rosewood. That is on San Antonio Street, downtown El Paso. It is pretty much the same block as the legendary Tap Restaurant. We also have another venue right next door that we use as well called Mona Bar. Rosewood is, in particular, our verse and harmony night. That is a night specifically for writers and musicians. Hence the name, verse and harmony, right? So if you are a poet, if you write prose, if you want to share maybe a chapter of something you're working on, sign up. Starts at 8. Also, if you're a singer, a songwriter, a musician, come on through. Um, Quite a few people who are signed up today show up to those and read. But I do want to give a quick shout out, by the way. Someone who has been volunteering at BWOMS. I've been doing if you follow us on social media, you may have seen every now and then I do a call for volunteers. It's hard to do a whole show as one person, so it does help to have uh, extra hands, right? Other people who can help me with things. And so someone who's helped a lot with sound. It's like Steven. Steven's helped with sound too, by the way. Thank you, Steven, as always, for that. But someone who's been coming out and helping Texas Heart. He's a singer-songwriter, musician. He performs at BWOMS as well. But we just got the news that he just recently won the Battle of the Bands. That's right. They had the final round this past weekend. Saw that great news. So let it know, open mics are a great way to dust off and sharpen up your skills. Who would have thought? But yeah, anyway, if you guys are free this week, the 28th, find us at Rosewood for that show. The following week will be at Mona. And just to be kept up with all of our shows, we do have a calendar that you can find on our any of our social medias, pretty much, or go to bwoms.com. That's it, bwoms.com. Go there, go to the website. It's new. I keep forgetting to promote it. And there you'll find the calendar. You can even subscribe to it It's a Google Calendar. You can subscribe to it so you can be kept up to date with all that good stuff. Anyway, oh, and Thursday, we're going to be at Old Sheepdog Brewery. Always fun. Last Thursday of every month at Old Sheepdog. Did we agree, Kit, that you would be doing that one? I forget. Yes? Okay, cool. Speaking of help, it's always nice when someone gets to host and take over the reins. And of course, Kit always does such a superb job. That's Thursday at Old Sheepdog Brewery, which, by the way, is an all ages venue. Rosewood is 21 plus. So if you guys, are, like I said, if you're a student, EPCC student tuning in for the first time, as part of the TVE, that's a new phrase that I'm hearing, a Tejano virtual event, then let us know you're here and say hello in the chat. And if you are here for the QR code, the Tejano Passport QR code, also mention that in the chat, and I will leave directions so you guys can follow. But yeah, looking forward to a full week. Obviously, tonight we have the online mic, and we got a lot of great people signed up from all over the region, from all over the country, and all over the world. As always, I'll encourage people to share their social media. If they have the YouTube channels or Linktree or places where you can buy merchandise or books, then definitely encourage you as listeners, audience, to go follow them. Even if you don't have a whole lot of money on you, it is free to signal boost people's work, right? Sharing it on your pages, on your stories, commenting, all that stuff pushes it out to more people. So that's one way we can help a lot of the artists, all the writers here. Okay, cool. So this is the part of the show where I usually talk the most. I remember when we started these back in April of 2020. Well, that first year, it was almost like a hybrid podcast because I think I would like slightly interview people, which led to really long shows. There were also like 30 people signing up because there was nothing else. There was nowhere to go. So people were like online to do stuff for sure. And we know why. But you know, we persisted, persevered. We're still here. Yeah. So I'm gonna be quick with it, guys. This is a longer intro than usual, but you know what? It's time to pass the baton, pass the mic over to our very own mic. That's right. In many ways, we can say it's a mic check. Are there any mics in the house? Check, check, mic check, mic check. Oh, there is. He's first up on the list today. So, without further ado, here's Michael Sindler, Denver, Colorado. Hey, Mike. Thanks for your
Yeah,
patience.
yeah. How many times have I heard this is a longer one than normal? Yeah, I'm going to start timing them. I'm going to start really with putting up this thing for lighthouseriders.org, as I always do. Um, and after that, I'm going to just jump into it, and I'm going to read one new one called Far Off Dream. You say you wrote this song, but I remember penning it in a far off dream. You must have been there in that other world. You must have jotted or scribbled. You must have copied my thoughts, glued my words to your tongue until the bond dissolved. Then you spit them out and it sounded different in a different key, sounded like what I hear now watching you sing. And then I wonder, maybe it was your dream that I was in. It's so easy to get confused. And I'm going to jump away from new stuff into older things because, as hopefully most of us know, today is Holocaust Remembrance Day. So I want to do some pieces that deal with that. And this first one is called From the Oven, January 27th, 1945. The last crumbs of bread, child's face twisted with hunger. Age gives way to hope. Charity weighed, found worthwhile. In this, a chance emerges, giving way to death, the elder's hand extending, softly touching lips. Sacrifice made with intent and service to the future. Beyond the wire's edge, soldiers in a row approach. Freedom comes too late. Withered body, still holding, crying hope for humanity. Many years later, the life saved in that moment, feeding a grandchild, sings soft praise to salvation. The world rests on a heartbeat. And I don't know if anybody noticed, but that is a ringa, is the form that is. This one I wrote after meeting someone who actually was a survivor of one of the camps. And so this is dedicated to her. It's called Pillowcase. Sarah still has a pillowcase, all she has left of her mother, the fiction of a master race. Sarah still has a pillowcase, humanity's lasting disgrace. What's within will be uncovered. Sarah still has a pillowcase, all she has left of her mother. And that one's a triolet. And this one is another triolet called Saving Grace. Everyone has a saving grace. They say that Hitler was kind to dogs. That's how we look evil in the face. Everyone has a saving grace. And some merely the faintest trace. In the midst of war, there are fogs. Everyone has a saving grace. They say that Hitler was kind to dogs. Of course, we know our contemporary one doesn't like dogs at all, but that's another story. So I'm going to put on a hat. And this one is by a poet by the name of Wisława Szymborska, who I know won the Pulitzer. I'm not sure if he won the Nobel. But it's called Starvation Camp near Jaslo. Write it down. Write it with ordinary ink on ordinary paper. They weren't given food. They all died of hunger. All. How many? It's a large meadow. How much grass per head? Write it down. I don't know. History rounds off skeletons to 0. 1,001 is still only 1,000. That one never seems never to have existed. A fictitious fetus, an empty cradle, a primer opened for no one. Air that laughs, cries, and grows, stares for a void bounding out into the garden. No one spot in the ranks. It became flesh right here on this meadow, but the meadow's silent, like a witness who's been bought. Sunny, green, a forest close at hand, with wood to chew on, drops beneath the bark to drink, a view served round the clock until you go blind. Above, a bird whose shadow flicked its nourishing wings across their lips, jaws dropped, teeth clattered. At night, a sickle glistened in the sky and reaped the dark for dreamed of lows. Hands came flying from blackened icons, each holding an empty chalice. A man swayed on a grill of barbed wire. Some sang with dirt in their mouths. That lovely song about war hitting you straight in the heart. Right, how quiet it is. Yes. Thank y'all very much.
All right. Thank you, as always, for kicking it off. Did you do the lighthouse? I don't remember. You did? Okay, yeah. Because I was too busy in my feelings getting called out for taking too long to start. I try my best. I try. All right. So we do have a pretty lengthier list than usual. So I'm going to try and keep this thing brief. We're going to go ahead and continue onward. And I think this is the earliest he has read before, but he's been singing great praise for the El Paso Poetry Workshop group. And I'll let him talk more about that when he wants to. But we got Ed Gonzalez up next. As always, Ed, good to see you. When you're ready, go and take it away.
Okay, hello everybody. Um, I got some two new things. I also have one cover. The first one I'm actually writing because I'm trying to build up a portion of the chapter for my book that I'm working on, and a couple of them are written sort of about friends of mine who are uh, already got the reward. This one is called Three Amigos. Arrived at our usual spot, Little Flat Top, with our 4x4 Jimmy truck, now standing around our Coleman ice chest, as the bottles clink and crunch in the chilly ice soup. The usual group of three, Brothers Hernandez and myself, gripping our bottled brews between extensive label peeling and discussions of future escapades and destination and equipment to be used on our adventures and hales required to achieve success. Our gatherings are legendary. Eso. And that's something hopefully I want to build up a little bit more. I'm working on it. That was sort of the first draft. This next one I'm getting ready to submit to Equinox, uh, and hopefully they'll accept it. Um, this one is also written for a friend of mine. His name is also Ed. This one's called Cushion for Ed. Upon exiting my meditation room, I I freed memory of another of many rooms created. This one from my teenage years, where we fashioned a space under the stairs within my basement bedroom, appropriately named the Veg. This space contained a cushion and a shelf for my full-size plastic Darth Vader helmet to be worn by the operator. It had plastic lenses to look out while hearing only your own breathing. As we continued our experiments with psychoactive compounds and experiencing the melting of everything around us. Following was a series of closets and from different living spaces, cleared out to allow me some quiet time, to free my thoughts by allowing them to float away, clearing my mind from what my brain has done to it. At this point, I'm finely aged like a fine tequila, and now have a whole room to place my cushion and my gong. Pay no attention to all of the 12-inch action figures strewn throughout the floor, which has been renamed the toy room by my grandchildren. In conclusion, not while officially a room, I find myself sitting under virtually any tree, and this can be another room, a type of secret space for me. And that's the one I hope to submit to Equinox. And following tradition, thank you. I have this one for one of my favorites, Sarah Joy Thompson. And one of my favorite areas in the hill country, and one of my favorite areas traveling from El Paso back and forth. This one is entitled Enigma That Is the Big Bend. I want to climb with you to the top of Casa Grande and sit tightly in your grip as we erode each other's fears with our own strengths. Two silhouettes on the face of the mountain, like two hands pressed together in prayer, thanking the unseen creator for a chance to be so close to, so inspired by these angry waves of earth that that reach from the Chisos Mountains and kiss the banks of the Rio Grande. And that's one of my favorite books and one of my favorite writers. And I hope you enjoyed it. And also, I hope you will visit the El Paso Poetry uh, Workshop group. We're on Facebook, and I posted some other stuff too on Blue Sky, which is I'm in transition, moving to there. So thank you very much for everybody for listening, and much gratitude.
Awesome, man. Also, shout out for jumping on the tradition so quickly there with the cover poem and the hat. That's a little thing that we do here for those of you watching and or the initiated, uninitiated. It's one thing we like is the cover poem, where it's a cool way to give tribute to some work that you're really liking or a writer that you admire or that's kind of relevant to whatever's happening in the world at the time. Okay, so thank you, Ed. Check out that group. A lot of excellent writers that are part of that, you know. So if you have a chance. Also, we're gonna go ahead and keep this thing. Oh, by the way, we had another new subscriber. Want to give a shout out to them really quick. I'm not quick at this. Angela Lopez, hey, thank you for subscribing. Great to have you on board with us, and hopefully you can join us at the future show. All right, thank you, Angela. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stick around in El Paso for our next performer. Ed's last cover poem kind of reminded me of her work. You know that discusses the region, right? But I'll let her words do the talking. I can sing all the praise that I always do. But Robin, happy Monday. When you're ready, go ahead and take it away. It's Robin Schofield. Hey.
Hey, Richie. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy whatever day it is to those of you watching in the future. I have some poems about borders, crossing borders. And this one is called Crossroads, Paso del Norte. The border highway snakes around like the Rio Grande used to before it was straightened by concrete. The big red X stands in Juarez. Large flags droop on the bridge of the Americas. The statue of Lincoln tall on the Mexican side. Oodles of traffic and carbon monoxide. A juggler, the vendor with big pralines. A kid with foam maps of Mexico. Someone slaps a tambourine. Another wails and plucks a guitar. I've been traveling and want that praline. Ándale pues, the vendor says. All day I've thought of this bridge that is so hard to cross, following in the footsteps of the many who had it harder. I'm just a passenger, suddenly at the whim of U.S. Customs. Where did you go and why? I say, inadvisedly, a poetry conference. He thinks I said, poultry conference. When I convince him that I'm a poet, not a chicken farmer, he asks me how much Xanax I'm smuggling. I have to empty my backpack, show him my prescription medicine, my books, my papers. When I giggle, he tells me I should take this international crossing more seriously. I think of the desperate people at the border, what little they carry, and even that is taken away when they cross the fences and razor wire at the approved checkpoints. The Border Patrol shot at an art exhibit near the Rio Bravo on the Mexican side, correctly perceiving art as a threat to their violence. This one's called Crying in a Foreign Idiom. I heard a voice deceitful as a yellow wasp, so angry. I fed him to the spider bit by bit. My body became leatherweed in Big Bend. A herd of wild horses came to graze on blue grama grasses. My head was snowed in as I am winter in the desert mountains. My breast squirt out a river of stars in early spring. What a useless answer he gave me to kneel before a known God, the one who fell to earth, the one who was born by a woman with large breasts, solid with milk. In her cape of blue stars, our mother and his, mumbling prayers in the stable, overjoyed and desperate. I can imagine walking over shallow water to get from one country to another, carrying enough coins to cover the eyes of the dead. I can tell you how blessed I am now, how fortunate, how happy. On Dia de los Muertos, we gather marigolds and remember old stories we told ourselves on nights the embers died early. Today, my foreign voice and your foreign hands stumble over the syllables we have shared. Okay, and now my cover poem is going to be a poem called Foamy Sky, written by Miklos Radnati on June the 8th, 1940. And I think this is when he's already imprisoned by the Nazis. He was from Hungary, and he kept a notebook in his pocket, and he wrote these poems. And his body was discovered in a mass grave, of course, and they discovered the notebook in his pocket. So this is one of them. Foamy Sky, June 8th, 1940. The moon sways in a foamy sky. How strange that I'm alive. A bland, efficient death searches this age, and they turn white on whom it lays its hand. Sometimes the year looks round and shrieks, looks round and faints away. What kind of autumn lies in wait? What winter dulled with agony to gray? The forest bled, and every hour in that revolving time bled too. The wind was scrawling numbers, huge and darkening in the unsettled snow. I have seen certain things, such things that now the air feels dense as earth. A rustling, tepid silence holds me fast, as in that time before my birth. Miklos Radnati. And do check out Tumble Words. It's every Saturday at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. We're there for a couple of hours writing. It's fun. You write with people. No criticism. So Kit will tell you more about that. Back to you, Richie.
All right. Thank you, Robin. Always a tremendous set of pieces that you've chosen to share with us. By the way, for those of you who are making the move to go to Blue Sky, I just shared our profile. Will be promote we'll be posting more of the online shows, links there, as well as just shows around town, and just other things. We're trying to be more active and really help Blue Sky become hopefully a good community. So I already have a couple of you on here, so that's really cool. But yeah, I shared the BWOMS link to if you want to check out our Blue Sky profile, and let's share more thoughts there, huh? How about that? Okay, so I want to thank everyone who has tuned in so far. I kind of dropped the ball. We got Sandy in the house. Who else we have? Let's see. Yeah, Sandy made it. Oh, we got Julian. We got two Julians. I see. Julian Matthews and man, it's been a while since we've seen Julian too. Going blind, enjoying life. Happy New Year. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this thing going, guys. Let me take a look. We are shifting around a little bit. Who is here? Okay, yeah. Our next performer is joining us from El Paso, but she hasn't joined from El Paso yet. She's usually around in other places, but I see that she's in town. That's super exciting. Here to join with a couple of poems and a song, we have Sue Schnitzer with us. Hey, Sue. Good to see
Hey,
you're in town with us. Hello.
everybody. I'm only in El Paso for the night, so I won't be able to try and go to the open mic tomorrow night. But I might be coming back through in March, and I put it on my calendar so I can try and plan around it. Um, so a couple of weeks ago, I guess January 12th, I was in St. Louis visiting my 98-year-old dad, and my younger daughter flew in, and we were hanging out, and I said, give me a writing prompt, and she um, gave me a couple of lines of a poem she had started, but that was all she had. And then she gave me the backstory, and she gave me two different ones, and that's what I'm going to read tonight is what I wrote using her words to start me off. Cigarette. I watch you pull the filter from your fifth cigarette today. You say, if it's going to kill me, and you end the sentence there. You end the sentence there, and I wish you wouldn't talk about death after overcoming being addicted to heroin. Overcoming being addicted to heroin, I never asked how you did it. I could ask you now, but I don't. I can ask you now, but I don't. Instead, I watch you as you pull another cigarette out of the pack and then slide it back in. You slide it back in. I hear myself sigh. You look up and smile, and I see the kid I knew in middle school. And here's another one, because my heart breaks. Our friendship was so close. You broke it off after helping me through one of the roughest times I had ever faced. A book. You lent me a book. You told me the story of when and where you got it, how it had helped you, and I, being the me I was at the time, thanked you, even though I knew I probably wouldn't read it. And the book sat in a pile of books on a dusty shelf until I sorted everything into him and me piles and packed the piles into him and me boxes. I made a mistake, and your book wound up in the wrong box, so I couldn't return it before I left. I told you who had it, but you had made it clear to me months earlier that you never wanted to see that person again. You got your book back, and I never heard from you again. We're thousands of miles apart, each happy in our lives, new relationships. I wish I could thank you for being the first person to tell me I deserved better, and for helping me get out of where I was. I wish I didn't cry when I thought about how close we were and how it ended in clipped sentences followed by silence. Because my heart breaks for the thought of who we became without each other. And I have a new song. I was at a songwriters gathering over the weekend, and there was some kind of a song challenge where they gave a few titles and you could pick one and write a song based on it. So that's what I did. This is called, and this song kind of, I think, has bits of how I look at the world these days, or I wish people would look at it this way. It's called On the Other Side of the World. if there's someone like me. Who looks like me, sounds like me, and likes to do the same things I do. On the other side of the world. On the other side of the world, I wonder if there's someone like me. And is she wondering if there is someone like her on the other side of the world? The sun rises, the sun sets, the moon waxes and wanes. The wave sweeps sand into the sea, here and on the other side of the world. Gravity holds us down, yet birds can fly. We all need water and food to survive. Somehow flowers can bloom among stones, here and on the other side of the world. On the other side of the world, I wonder if there is someone like me. Who looks like me, sounds like me, and likes to do the same things I do. On the other side of the world. On the other side of the world, I wonder if there's someone like me. And is she wondering if there's someone like her on the other side of the world? On the other side of the world. Ooh. Thanks for listening, you guys. Fun to be here.
Of course, great having you. And of course, you have your YouTube channel and Substack. Schnitzy Doodles is the Substack, right?
Yeah,
Am
I'll
I
put them all
off a
in
little?
chat.
Okay, perfect, cool. I'm going off of memory, so Awesome. Thanks for being here, Sue. Yes, we will look forward to having you possibly join us in March when you come back around. Okay, cool. Man, I love those. I love those. Once again, if you're just tuning in, guys, this is our online open mic. We do this every Monday. If you want to perform eventually, then we do put our sign up sheet available on most of our social media. But you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And whenever I put up the video like a day ahead for these live streams. And in the description is usually a link that you can use to sign up. We also have a link tree that you can subscribe to, and that's kind of where I notify people first. And then eventually I get to Facebook. Sometimes life gets in the way and I forget until the very, very last moment, but I try my best to stick up with it. Anyway, if you are an EPCC student tuning in for a Tejano virtual event, welcome. Uh, I I teach at Rio Grande campus, and so if you see me around, say hi. You know, if I'm not teaching one of your classes, obviously, you see me around campus. Also, check out the Papagayo Project. We're gonna have an open house this Wednesday from 12 to 2. So if you guys want to check out the kind of things we have planned this semester, we have all sorts of workshops, plenty of writing. I think we'll have a flash fiction workshop. We're gonna have like a um, let's see. Oh, Cassie Olguin Petinato is gonna talk about Ireland at the end of the semester. We have a bunch of movies. We're gonna do some paranormal stuff. So it's a lot of fun stuff. So if you're at Rio Grande campus, come check us out. Wednesday is an open house. We're gonna reveal a calendar. But if you are here for the Tejano Passport, let me know in the comments here on the live stream. There's a little live chat going on, and I'll let you know the directions on how to get that QR code. But we're going to keep on going, guys. I'm looking at the list here, and we're going to keep it going with some music. Um, he's been here before, but every so often, it's nice when he gets to come in. So we have Halo Brook up next, and he's gonna have a couple of songs for us. So Halo Brook, are you still with us? Let me see. There's so many people. It's hard. I got to scroll through. Oh, there you are. What's up, man? How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me? I just pulled my microphone out of my closet last week, so I'm still trying to work things out here. Do I sound good?
You sound excellent. Golden voice, man. When you're ready,
Okay,
bro, take it away.
I have a little ghetto rig, so I have this TV speaker behind me. I'm gonna sing some Audio Slave if you guys are. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Okay. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. The first time I saw you, you were chasing down a cyclone all alone in the field with rail yards and clovers. I kept rolling on and never thought you'd wind up chasing me. But settle down, I won't hesitate to hit the highway before you lay me to waste. No, settle up and I'll help you find something to drive before. I'm sorry, guys. I fucked that all up. Let me sing something else. That's the first time I ever sang that, and I screwed that all up. Sorry about that.
That's screwing it up, man. It sounded great, but okay, do it.
All right. How about I Am the Highway? I do that in karaoke a lot, and people like it. So, again, sorry about that. Pearls and swine bereft of me, long and weary my road has been. I was lost in the cities, alone in the hills, no sorrow pity for leaving. I feel, yeah, I am not your ruling weak. I am the highway. I am not your copyright. I am the sky. Friends and liars, don't wait for me, 'cause I'll get on all by myself. I put millions of miles under my heels and still too close to you. I feel, yeah, I am not your rolling wheels. I am the highway. I am not your copyright. I am the sky. I am not your blowing wind. I am the lightning. I am not your autumn moon. I am the night. The night. I am not your rolling wheels. I am the highway. I am not your copyright. I am the sky. I am not your blowing wind. I am the lightning. I am not your autumn moon. I am the night. The night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Yeah. Sorry, can I do one more? I don't know if that actually sounded good, but is it
It
okay if I do one more? Or
Oh, how long is the song? Just that. You know
that's a
what?
short one.
But you know what? Really quick though, do you have the option to enable original sound on your audio stuff there? Because the track was being cut out a bit by the noise suppression. Do you know what I'm
Ah,
saying?
no, I don't think so. I'll just bow out then. Sorry about that, guys.
You know what? Hey, next time we'll work on that before the show, okay? Because it does, man. I'm telling you, even despite that, it sounded great, and there were a lot of people who who agree with me. You know,
Oh, I mean, it was
but
hard to tell. I mean, the chat was silent, so I'm like, am I screwing up or what? But I mean, I appreciate it, so
yeah,
I'll
go
come
back and
back better.
for sure, go check out the comments here on our Zoom call as well as YouTube. But nah, man, you sound great as always. For next time, we'll do a little sound check to make sure it's clear, because what happens is, since Zoom was originally intended for, like, just meetings where people are just talking, the noise suppression cuts out certain frequencies like as a default. But since people now use it for online stuff, you have to like enable your settings just enough so more of those lower frequencies come out. But again, it still sounded great. We'll talk more about it, man. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, appreciate it. So
Yeah.
I changed the settings, something about studio or original sound for musicians in the Zoom settings. So I guess I should just change that to something else. But yeah, I mean, we can always do something about it later. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Catch me in theaters. Never worry, 32nd.
Sound great, man. I love your voice, like, honestly. And for those of you watching online, like, we have had the pleasure to hear him live in person at Craft Rhythm and Brews, and even then he was like, "Oh yeah, my," I was like, "I had laryngitis for 2 weeks," and he still sounded great. So he was like, "This isn't even my final form." Uh, yeah, but glad you could join us today. We're gonna keep going with the music, guys, and then we'll get back to some poetry, and we will stick around in El Paso again for our next performer. Bronchitis. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I just remember being extremely impressed. Like, you were sick, you had bronchitis, and you still sounded great. Anyway, um, we're gonna continue with the music. Next up, we got Steven Molina, Scuba Tanks Music on Instagram. Steven, when you're ready, go ahead and take it away, my friend.
Hello. All right. Hi, I'm Steven. Happy Monday. Richie, you the man. Got two for you. The first one's a cover. I like to do one cover, one original. And you ever like hear like an old song and you just got like a completely different vibe and meaning from it? Well, that's what we're doing today with this emo song. It's hopefully anybody in the emo game knows this. It's sort of emo pop rock. That was her thing. And in the chorus, she's basically talking to like a random stranger and probably doing questionable things. But I heard this chorus and I started thinking a lot about the future. And I kind of felt like, I don't know what's ahead, but whatever's next, I'm down and I want this and I'm ready. So that's what I'm doing. And it's also kind of about loneliness. So if you happen to be on that track of life, well, I'm with you. Standing on the bridge, I'm waiting in the dark. I thought that you'd be here by now. There's nothing but the rain, no footsteps on the ground. I'm listening, but there's no sound. Isn't anyone trying to find me? Won't somebody come take me home? It's a damn cold night, trying to figure out this life. Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere new? I don't know who you are, but I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm looking for a place, searching for a face. Is anybody here? I know. 'Cause nothing's going right, and everything's a mess, and no one likes to be alone. Isn't anyone trying to find me? Won't somebody come take me home? It's a damn cold night, trying to figure out this life. Want me by the hand, take me somewhere new. I don't know who you are, but I'm with you. I'm with you. Oh, why is everything so confusing? Maybe I'm just out of my mind. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, it's a damn cold night, trying to figure out this life. Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere new? I don't know who you are, but I'm with you. I'm with you. And take me by the hand, take me somewhere new. I don't know who you are, but I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Taking it back, emo style. All right. Last one for you. I don't want to take too much time. This is off of a record of mine by our group called Mountain Vibes. It's been a while since I played this solo. Actually, I don't think I ever played this solo. We'll see how this sounds. And this one's, it's basically about stop waiting for someone to come save you. Like, you're the one. It's called Miracle. Ain't got time for a miracle. I don't. Well, my path's written on heaven's door. I know. And point my eyes to yours. I go. Steady my hand, sharpen up my sword. Cost, let's see what you're worth. Oh, it's time to get to work. Oh, and do time, and do time, we'll know. Oh, and do time, and do time, we'll know. got time to be letting go. I don't. Steady your hand, sharpen up your soul. Oh, I know. And fix my pride to show. Oh, I go. You're the only move left to be the miracle. Oh, you know the cost, let's see what you're worth. Oh, yeah, it's time to get to work. Oh, and do time, we'll know. Oh, and do time, we'll know. The cost, let's see what you're worth. Oh, it's time to get to work. Oh, and do time, we'll know. 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 Thank y'all.
Woo!
I missed that song. I missed that band. It was fantastic. It was a good times. And the good times keep rolling. We're all homies. It's all chilling. If you want to hear more from that album or my solo album or my other duo album, I got 3. Hit me up on Insta on Scuba Tanks Music for sure. There's plenty more where that came from, and I definitely try to make it here every Monday. It's the best time. I get to hang out. I'm in my space. My homies are here through the screens, and the good gems keep going. Thanks to Richie for all that you do, my brother. Appreciate you. Happy Monday.
Yeah, thanks, man. Definitely some of my favorite memories as well. Catching, it's the podcast version. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me get you. Yeah, go check out Scuba Tanks Music and check out those albums. Cool. There we go. I did that right. Sorry about that, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in. We got plenty more people left. In fact, we're going to stick around. Our next performer is joining us from, as they wrote in the sign up, a secret facility hidden deep in the desert of the Southwest. Recently new on Blue Sky. Their books on Amazon. Ladies, gents, enemies, welcome back to the show, David Latif. David, what up? Hey.
There we go. Hi. I'm gonna read some poems. I've got 2 that are new, one that's in my book, and then I'm finally doing a cover poem because I read a poem and I was like, oh damn, this is good. This one I wrote today. I've been thinking about the future, and thinking about the future is real stressful right now. So this one's called I'm Tired of Being Brave or Strong or whatever people say that they think is praise for existing as a neuroqueer person. They say that to everyone who's going through it. But I know how strong and brave I am for strongly and bravely standing up for the controversial right for trans and disabled people to visibly be trans and disabled. I know because it's exhausting. It's exhausting to be brave and strong enough to fight with every legislator and teacher and boss about my right to exist. All I want is to stop being strong. I need a break from being brave. I need someone to come help me to not just call themselves an ally, but to actively be one. This next one I wrote at Tumblewords this past Saturday, led by Lee Martinez Soto. Sad that they couldn't make it, but it was a fantastic workshop. This one doesn't have a title yet. If you can think of one, let me know. There were a lot of things I thought I could be. An astronaut, paleontologist, functioning human being. But the one that should have been easiest was being a man. With all those masculine traits full of strength and courage. Took me a while to realize that wasn't going to happen. They ordered me around, big burly men dressed like anachronistic cishet Spartans, barking orders at me, and I did my best to follow them, to be strong and courageous, but no matter what I did, it felt wrong, stiff and itchy like a steel wool jumper. So I gave up trying to be a man, threw in the towel, called it a day. I wasn't ever going to do that. It felt like giving up. Up until I realized in today's world, it takes a hell of a lot more strength and courage to stand queerly and proudly outside the closet door than it does to just follow orders. This one's from my book. It's another sort of short one. You should use a bookmark, but I don't because I keep forgetting to have a bookmark around me. This is called Learning. I'm learning how to be kind to myself when I fall apart, emptying out the toolbox I filled with hammers so I can stop trying to beat myself into shape and learn to love the shape that I am. And this, I have the one hat that fits over my headphones. It's a witch's hat, not a wizard hat. This is from Andrea Gibson's book, Take Me With You. Another short one, but when I read it, it hit me, and it's, I feel like the only way that I can respond to this. I cried in a cloud of tear gas at a peaceful protest. I decided I was too soft to last, and then I decided to be softer. Thank you. Thank you, Richie, for doing this. Thanks for leading this. Thank you, Kit, for running Tumblewords. Thank you, everyone, for your beautiful art. This is amazing. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, David. Love the hat, love Andrea Gibson, and love your book and the set you just did. Awesome. And also, I finally had a chance. I just saw you followed on Blue Sky. Got you back. All right, let's build some cool content on there away from the meta. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Let me look at the list here. I got a couple of screens going on here. It looks like is he okay? Got to double check though before I introduce people. Yes, okay. We are gonna go ahead and leave the country for a little bit, and join our friend in Malaysia. And while I introduce them, I'm gonna go ahead and enable the share screen. We have Julian Matthews, who signed up back in the house. Julian, what's going on, man? As always, it's great to have you. When you're ready to go ahead and take it away.
Hi. Two poems. The first one is called The Box. It's after Vasco Popa. The box is heavy, but I hold on to it anyway. When younger, I used to be able to heave it in the air in a single movement, like those clean and jerk weightlifters at the Olympics. You get a grip on either side, take a deep breath, and up it goes onto the shoulders. I could even swing it above my head if I so desired. No one to judge me, or ask me to lower it for my own safety. I'm too old now to do this without maybe pulling a muscle or snapping my spine. But I treasure the box and have added to it over the years with keepsakes and heartaches, broken dreams and shattered schemes, unfulfilled potential, and the hopelessly sentimental. Through the years, I've emptied my pockets of maybes, what ifs, if onlys, and placed them safely in there. The could have, should haves, would haves have filled every corner. It's stuffed with never enoughs. I can't take the box anywhere anymore. It would exceed my baggage allowance on any flight. Besides, it's not good company, nor something you can bring up in conversation either without being dissed for hanging on to it for so long. I often find myself peeking inside, reminiscing only to slam it shut and walk away. If I should lose the box in a fire or flood, it will be a total write-off. I can't insure it against any disaster, or ever get back what's lost forever. Maybe then I may not even miss it, or you. That's a reference to The Little Box by a Serbian poet by the name of Vasco Popa, translated by Charles Simic. That was just my take or my riff on it. Showstopper. In my mind, all my memories of you are in italics. That is to say, leaning to the right, defying gravity, as if they were all Michael Jacksons in Smooth Criminal, held up by trick heels on stage, awaiting punctuation, a dash, a colon, or a period to deliberately freeze frame this sentence of my life. Then continue their slow dance across an imagined past. Memories are never served straight up. They're diluted by a crooked bartender. Take them in double shots, neat without ice, down them quick. Lean forward and move on. If you lean back, let them linger, dwell, they throttle the throat, choke you as if in mid-drown. Eyes clog up and you can't breathe. Don't allow them to fester, take hold, seize the heart. Parenticize your life, or you lose it. Memories of you always end in ellipsis, a trail of three dots, incomplete, like three fading heartbeats. Not the three on the top right corner of a window to click on. There is no sub-menu in this interface. Nothing pops down, no dialogue. Only this infernal monologue. The actor in me on a darkened stage, a single overhead conical light, and an audience of one. You. Until I forget my lines, get up and exit, moonwalking stage left, slanted. Two tracks of flipped quote marks reversing up cheeks into tear ducts in slow-mo. You pause, confused, slow clap, then leave again. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Julian. Hold on, let me get back to the spotlight there. Awesome, awesome. Oh, we had people waiting at the door. My bad. Yeah, as always, great work. Love the way how you get to share that. That's something I'm always trying to get better at in my own personal poetry is how it looks on the page. So I do appreciate to see people's process in that way. Okay, cool. What's going on, everyone? Again, thanks for being here with us. This is our online mic. We are here every Monday. It's nice to see a lot of the usual suspects in the live chat hanging out with us. Again, if you're tuning in for the first time, let us know you're here because otherwise we don't know. It's you're intangible. We appreciate you're tuning in and listening and supporting. But leave a little comment in the live chat. Say hi. Let us know you're here. Because it is nice to know people are listening, that people are watching and supporting. And of course, we're here every Monday. So hopefully one of these days you can sign up and perform something yourself. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and keep this list moving along. And we're going to go ahead and stay international. We are going to visit our friend in Ontario, Canada. And wait, is Cassie here? Because Cassie's been going in and out all night. Okay, I think you're here. Yes, what's up? Okay, Cassie, when you're ready, go and take it away. Good to see you.
Thank you, Richie. Um, all right, it's good to be here. This first poem is called The Envy of the Birds. All poets note the space, the distance, the wait, the air before it leaves the room, but usually the after. And of course, the birds, for they've left before there was room, before there was after. They know the secret to ease isn't flight, but untethering, unburdening from too long a pause. It isn't the flight that we envy, but their knowledge that no one thought or possibility must be considered for too long. Um, all right. And then this second poem is called In Our House after 8 of the Moon. In our house, the morning air is full with poetry, softly careening from loudspeakers from the early 2000s for nostalgia, for the sake of nostalgia. In every corner of the house, beauty drifting, mixing the warm remnants of coffee and jasmine tea, wafting up over the edge of the second floor balcony, floating through the hallway, catching words like river and release, softly slipping under bedroom doors, gently greeting the late risers. We are wired for maybe, agnostic, not as in the absence in our belief, but in the space for possibility, room for answers that we cannot see or touch. For in our house, we are cautioned that when you close the door on what you know, new truths can't make it in. We trust in our unknowing, in the quiet beauty of mystery, of the maybes that are tucked deep inside uncertainty. So that's what I have for originals. And I trying to remember how many covers I had lined up here. All right. So I have a cover here. This is called The Formless Body by Jeanette Dinello. I might be pronouncing this last name incorrectly. So this is This Formless Body. I inhabit this formless body, which not even paper can name. Marta Perez Garcia. I am looking for the me in who, tracing its form with my mouth, but I am lost in the shape of the word, its echo, the space I hold inside not me, but now. In a documentary on infinity, a scientist says when trapped in a finite form, particles will exhaust every process until they have no choice but to return to their initial state. An apple decays, turns to dust, becomes an apple again. And I am trying to touch my own blurred edges, the me on the brink of sublimination. So I say who until it means nothing, until it's just the sound of something or someone I used to know. I hold it in my throat until it becomes less of what it once was and more of a thing with an end, less now, more then. Like my cousin who was, so is now, then, once made 50 white chocolate rings for an engagement party. Her middle name was Rose. I want to know if a sound once held by a body, if a sound once held by a body, does it still? I say who, but it's a circle with endless points, a rose, a ring, an infinite loop of then. I ask my mother if she remembers the chocolate, its dyed yellow diamond. She says she doesn't, and then my cousin's name twice. 2 roses bloom from my mother's mouth. All right. I have one other short poem here, if I can get it up fast enough. Just one moment. Okay, so this is called My Skeleton by Jane Hirschfield. My skeleton, you who once ached with our own growing larger, are now each year imperceptibly smaller, lighter, absorbed by our own concentration. When I dance, you dance. When I danced, you danced. When you broke, I. And so it was, lying down, walking, climbing the tiring stairs, your jaws, my bread. Someday you, what is left of you, will be fleeced of this marriage. Angular wrist bones, arthritis, cracked harp of ribcage, blunt of heel, opened bowl of the skull, twin platters of pelvis. Each of you will leave me behind at the last serene. What did I know of your days, your nights? I who held you all my life inside my hands and thought they were empty. You who held me all my life inside your hands, as a mother holds her own unblanketed child, not thinking at all. All right, so that's what I have for poetry. Hope I didn't push the time too far there. I'll just briefly say, I'm entering into the last week of the online generative poetry workshop I'm facilitating, that is called Figuring It Out, which centers around poetry as a vehicle for processing things, processing experiences. If you're interested in that, it's still possible to sign up for single sessions. There's 2 of those, one on this Thursday and this Sunday. And you can find more information about it and a sign up form for it if you go to my Instagram at Relentless Intrigue. All right, thank you, Richie. Thank you, everyone.
All right, there it is. Cassie, everyone, go check out Relentless Intrigue and ask her about that workshop if you want to find out more information. I think I said this before, but they're pretty fun, and she puts a lot of effort into it. She has these cool little reading packs, with poems and like just some scaffolding ideas to just generate some content. And it's a great place to go if you just want to start out and get some stuff out there in the world. Okay, we're gonna keep going, guys. We're gonna come back to Texas, but not El Paso. We're gonna go to Laredo, Texas, where we have Discovia in the house. Is gonna share a couple of poems with us. Good to see you, Matthew. When you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
Likewise. Thank you, and I appreciate you all for being here tonight. I'm glad that you're all doing well and safe, or at least I hope you are for the most part. I like to write poetry that inspires, uplifts, and empowers people. If you're in a mood to be uplifted and inspired, then I guess I'm the guy for you guys. And also, if you're on the right side for preventing and providing measures to prevent anti-trafficking, please talk to me after the show. You can literally find me all over the internet just by typing my artist name, Matthew Discovia. I got 3 lyrical pieces I would like to share with y'all. Without further ado, see, here we go. Let's go with this piece. This one's untitled. Yo, they say my wordcraft game is mad insane. They say no pain means no gain, but what would you gain if my words tore you into atoms? I'm suffering from feelings that I'd rather not explain. I could crash out, no parachute. I'm not talking crash without Bandicoot, but These people get mad when they hear the truth. Rage and revolution, atrocities are destroying our youth. People nowadays never even question it before they shoot. These boys better learn to go about the flow as the table turns. Playing with fire will only leave you with burns. We have our worries and concerns, but I know this for sure. If you live by love, then that love will be returned. Ego versus logic. The war zone in my dome. Contradiction of actions can misdirect words. Now see, hating on me without understanding my intentions is pity. That's like hating on my very existence. I be putting on bars. It's just for a hobby, but don't get it twisted like tea. Winning is my only addiction. I'm hella gifted with brutal ambition. I'm one of the best by definition. You see, you haters, I don't see y'all as competition. My third eye gaining focus, so everything implemented is barely reaching execution by my mind's vision. Without condescending and threats, what else can you bring to share? You trying to move me? We'll fly places that steel-toed patience can't even bear to stand. My mind is chaos and hell, so let's not go there. Take your space, checkmate. I'm not the one that's easy to scare. I've been treated all kinds of ways. This is why I treat everyone fair. Your toxicity is killing the air. Everyone out there just needs that one friend or homie who will show that they care. This is why I choose discernment over despair. You know, now that I think about it, I'm gonna call that piece "Discern Over Despair." There we go. Discern over despair. It's no longer entitled. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. I got two more if I still got a little bit of time. Okay, I'm gonna take that silence as a yes. Here we
Oh,
go.
my bad. My bad. I had the thumbs up.
No, I'm just messing with you guys. I'm just messing with you. But I was kind of worried about the silence there. I was like, oh, did I do something wrong there? I stepped on toes, cross lines? Let me know. Okay. My next piece I got for y'all, it's a continuation of this piece I actually have called Different Breed. And this is basically the part two. It's called the conclusion of Different Breed, New Legacy. All right. Yeah, I'm a different breed. I'm a different breed. I'm a different breed. I'm a different breed. Different breed. Haters mad at what they'll never be. Single-handedly creating a legacy. I just need you to believe in me. Following in guidance accordingly. Paving a path for my future privacy. Future prodigies. I just need you to believe in me. Yeah. The spiritual warfare is a holocaust. Where's your friends, Ross? Speaking foul will get you knocked off. You fools can kick rocks. This ain't no movie, but you might end up in the drop box. This is some grand adventures. I might ante up and destroy us all. Through thick and thin, it's everything for my son. So no matter the cost, I don't cater to the fiends and feds. Else you thought. I hope you all rot. The number is 956. You can get freaking lost. See, you over here on the school bus with these green goblins. It's only making you ill. Jack and Jill got screwed off in Silent Hills. I'm trying to pop bands because this fool been done popping pills. My trigger finger always itch. You got people play and people switch. I got no time for these games, and I'll end my life before I ever snitch. I walk with the weight because I told a stick. I might flip a script. I might abracadabra. I gotta watch myself. Gotta be careful. Kids could be around. Oh, some Harry Potter. Shh. I'm on that mind altar about Majora's Mask. This ain't my first or my last. So, son, please run and don't look back. I'm already at it when they decide to react. POV when intrusive thoughts decide to attack. I got to cover my tracks because everyone to define me by my past. I got to go forward and I cannot backtrack. No. And I'm on a villain arc and I'm promising you I will get the last laugh. The malice within me can turn an entire family tree into a bloodbath. Are you kidding? My life's a story. Call it miracles overcome tragedies. You cursing the gods you honor and pray to? That's blasphemy. At 33, I gotta admit this life is going too fast for me. But you know what? They say those California fires will cleanse all the impurities. Woo! I need to breathe. I need a release. I'm not feeling well. All I hear is children crying, babies screaming, bombs, bullets flying, shotgun shells. We wage war on Earth. We turning it into hell. You see what this is doing to me? Do you see? We got official legalized people. We got officials legalizing an organized killing spree. This is why you should pray for peace before you go to sleep. You got different energies, shifting realities, and we don't need no more casualties. We don't need no more corruption of mortality. Raise the vibration. That's why you must protect your holy energy. But maybe these humans will open all their eyes eventually. because we're fighting each other endlessly. And I see no reason for the tyranny because nobody in the world deserves any of my animosity because facing the mirror is the only place where I have to see my biggest enemy. But at the end of the day, I still got to remember, I'm one hell of a different breed. Scene. That was my piece, different breed. If I may continue, I just got one more and I'll close it.
Go for it.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, woo. This a little overconfident, conceited piece. It's one of those self-love pieces, like hope nobody takes this out of line, but all of you are beautiful people. Rock that, you know, love yourself. Don't it's not being overconfident, but in this piece, I kind of let my overconfident, let being overconfident comes out. And I gotta say, for the most part, kind of proud of it because I always tell my son, like, don't let anyone tear you down. Nobody in this world can stop you from anything that you want to do, unless it's yourself or God directs you away from the obstacle or thing at hand because he feels that it may not be safe for you. Other than that, no force can stop you. Remember that. Anyway, I'm sorry for turning this into a whole reverend moment, everyone. This piece is called, let's see, I'll find the title for it. Screw Pretty, I'm Gorgeous. Here we go. Yeah. My mindset is so massively heartfelt, it's enormous. Praying for my downfall won't build your importance. Now follow my son's accordance. In or out this game, I remain powerful and potent. Mama done a lot of things, so I'm so glad she didn't get that abortion. So how can I put on for my city by being dormant? Screw pretty, I'm gorgeous. This world is crazy, baby. Stay strapped for safety like we run a renegade for the armed forces. Yeah, they hating on me for the clout. Mad press with hella doubt. What the hell they talking about? I've been stepping so much I can't even walk it out because I feel so lost, so empty, and so unworthy. You gotta talk to God whenever you need some mercy. Sticks and stones, yeah, they break bones, but what about them steel toes? Hey, yo, it's whatever though. Jealousy can never hurt me. STD free. My criminal record is the only thing about me that stays dirty. Forever young, low key. I'm reliving my 20s all through my 30s. Yo, you think my name is a game for your jokes? I have family members thinking I'm too far from hope. What time to transform into the GOAT? There he go. Watch him glow. Strategically, Super Saiyan slam, and I got the energy for any foe. Bluntly speaking, I speak facts in any state for the most. Y'all be acting like y'all got it together, but you're barely balancing on the tightrope. Puffing away today. You niggas are lacking goals and only blowing smoke. And I'm so sick, I can make you silly. Get on the rise and get out your feelies. I'm everything I wanted to be. Very relatable indeed, Billy. What they don't know won't hurt them. And that's thinking absurdly. Birds of a feather flock together, but misery invades happiness purposely. Tragedies loves to welcome uncertainty. But see, none of that never worked for me. It's the unknown is what's hurting me. My attitude and personality has the tendency to be the most unmindful rivals. Your perspective is also vital. My name holds more than a title, so forgive me for my mindset being heavily dependent on survival. My anger limits me from being wiser, and I wish I could see the future, but I'm not ready for wave water. So how can I put on for my city by being dormant? Pretty, I'm gorgeous. This world is crazy. Baby, stay strapped for safety like we run a renegade for the armed forces. My mindset so massively heartfelt, it's enormous. Praying for my downfall won't build your importance. I got importance, powerful and potent. Mama done a lot of things. I'm so glad she didn't get that abortion. Yeah. So glad she didn't get that abortion. She could have done more, right? But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been a beautiful segment. I enjoyed everybody's performance tonight. Y'all killed it. And I'm gonna leave my information on how to follow me and add me here. Thank you for your time once again. You guys been awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the lyricism in that. I found myself nodding my head to the beat like I was not in agreement. That's what I always usually say with the lyrical stuff. Yeah. Okay, that's the Instagram, Matthew Discovia. Is that what? All right, cool.
Yes, that's correct. Cool. Matthew Discovia. I typed it in the box and I'm currently looking for my promotional poster right now. I'm sorry for taking so long. Technology is now on my side, but thank you guys.
No worries. No worries, man. Okay, thank you, and glad you made it because you'd signed up a few times, but you're here, man. You're here now. Okay, yo, we're gonna keep this thing going. In fact, we're gonna go to Germany for our next performer. We got Luis Gamberos. It's very, very early in the morning, and so Luis, when you are ready, man, go ahead and jump on there. Good to see you. I mean, good to hear from you. Yo.
Hey, likewise, man. Happy you're doing better.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
So, going to sing a song by one by Sufjan Stevens and the other one by Caloncho. If I imagine myself, hold on, I messed up. Sorry. If I imagine myself peaceful on the fire escape, head first, my hands inside my t-shirt as we run away. So now we have a running start. My body moves in mystic ways. I cross my arms to shield my heart as everything turns into waves. I see the light upon the lake, the silver moon, the water snake, a pair of eyes, gentle breeze, forgotten tales, a wild beast. I know the time has come to ask you for a kiss. Don't go, my lovely pantomime, receive of me my only wish. If I align myself with Pisces in a funny way, can you, my lover, kiss my bracelet and my shoulder blades? We've always had a running start. I jump between the trampolines. You threw your arms around my heart as if to say you're all I need. The winter pines, the lonely drake, the light beneath a frozen lake, a pair of eyes, gentle breeze, forgotten tales, a wild beast. I know the time has come to ask you for a kiss. Don't go, my lovely pantomime, receive of me my only wish. En morena de grandes ojos, qué lindo brillo tienen tus hombros. Quisiera llevarte al mar y nunca regresar a la ciudad, y por de disfrutar del día siempre echados al sol sin tu bañador, echados al sol. A regresar a la ciudad. relleno con chile y sal de mar. Puedo ver un destello de arena pegado a tu color tostado que brilla a reflejar el sol. Quisiera navegar cual sudor y tu piel morena rumbo serme vapor, echados al sol sin tu bañador, echarnos al sol. Y por de disfrutar del día siempre, echarnos al sol sin tu bañador, sin tu bañador. Y nunca regresar a la ciudad.
Hey, thank you, everybody. My name's Luis Camberos. There are so many music platforms that I think I have different songs on SoundCloud and Apple Music and whatever bullshit one corporation wants to throw out. It's all out there. Just look up my name, Luis Camberos. Thanks to everyone, and Richie, as always, thanks for always hosting. This platform's awesome. Love you, man.
Oh man, I miss you, dude. That was fun. Yeah, same attitude right there at the end there with the but we gather to celebrate our creativity, not the corporations, you know what I'm saying? So thanks for coming through, Luis. Man, dude, you really nailed it on that trumpet there. That was really nice. I think everyone was like getting excited about that. Beautiful pieces. All right. And if you have any links, feel free to share them down there. I know you said there's a lot, but I know people on YouTube would love to follow you. Yo, shout out. We got a couple peeps on the live stream. I'm gonna shout out. We got Lawrence here, Kevin again, and we got royalty, BWOMS royalty. We got Rob Nice, rap seminar hanging out in the chat with us. Good to see you, man. It's Monday night. Ready for classes tomorrow? Yeah, no, Rob is one of the co-founders of the Barbed Wire. Again, I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we've been here since 2007, providing a stage for all sorts of talented people. So it's nice to see you checking in on us, man. We're gonna keep this thing going, guys. We got more performers. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and go from Germany, where Luis was, to South Carolina. We've got Monique back in the house. Monique Verse. It's been a little while, and I remember you used to come through when you can, so it's always great to see a visit. Monique, wait, are you still here with us? Make sure. Oh,
Yes,
there you
I
are.
am.
Yes. Hey, how you doing? When you're ready, go and take it away.
Alrighty, thank you. Mostly y'all might have known me as Sky's the Limit way back when, but thanks. Um, I'm gonna be reading some of my work that has rarely seen open mics, and it's older work back in the day when I favored Poe, Wolf, Dickinson and Plath, and I used to be like ashamed of my morbid taste, but now I think about the end as a way to make the best of every moment right now and own it and make it mine. So that's kind of where I'm at with things. First poem's called Postmortem Photos, PMP. A marriage to chains, so rusted, unyielding. Black roses reek morbidly, spilling confessions. I'm hoisted with braces, my pains made to smile. I'm posed for her sake, future first impressions. This photo's a curse to life as I knew it. Such trophies were hung in the halls of her mind, but postmortem photos just beg to be questioned, and no other prisons have stronger confines. So that's the first one. The second one is called Mute. You spoke my heart right off your lips. I was the moon that you eclipsed. I was the well you chose to drain. I was the earth you chose to rain. And though my words chewed through your fears, you chose my path, the trail of tears. And as I lay myself to waste, I know I won't leave but a taste of blood I hope that rots your teeth, and leaves a dry socket beneath. And as I hemorrhage to death and pump the last of what is left, I want to take your breath away with dark aromas of decay and leave your mouth unsaid and unspoken until you return what you've broken. So that was Mute. Um, like I said, these kind of style in a little bit darker sense. So I've got two more. This one's called Vows. The moon had called me from my youth. Too soon I'd strayed from it. Too young to know life's painful vows, I married gravity. It slid the ring on forcefully and pulled my weightless dreams. 'Twas then I knew where childhood went and where the world began. The solar system ran its course in blissful ignorance. I cried as the load broke my back, my conscience heavy, too. No one saw all my freedoms lost and all the time I've paid, just to be wed by gravity of which I did not ask to be. Now sadness stains my best of smiles because we're bound forever. In bars, though I am not with child, I drink enough for both of us. And as the decades slowly pass, I've come to understand. When everyone flees from the moon, the punishment is gravity. This one's called Once. It's like really short though, kind of. Yeah. She was so kind once, but the vultures pick wisely, the type you'd find once among the humble and lowly. Her moods won't look up, don't sync up anymore. Actually, I'm not going to read this one. It's nice, but it's not. Okay, last one is Diggers. I'm going to read that one. The hole was first dug by the people who made me. All I seemed to feel was its lack of existence. When I was a child, I called out for my parents and found them in bodies, aka babysitters. People said loneliness was a fictional notion, but I knew kinder souls were scarcer than hardbacks. People said emptiness was a pit for the lifeless, but I knew some graves held more warmth than the living. Without much affection, I longed for the feeling. Instead, life brought chills and cold love in its absence. My heart failed to beat with no people to teach it. I reached down inside and my hands ached with frostbite. I tried to dig deeper through lust, drugs, and money. Not much could I find because the hollow was buried. I began to feel I was less than the chasm. It ate through my core while I binged to forget it. I fell in myself, by myself, stuck for decades, and saw why they left. No one could bear my winters. I never did blame them. I choked on old dreams. The airs of cold love were not meant to be breathed. Now an icy spade lies near a hole that was dug by people whose trauma made me feel like a lack of existence. End poem. Thank you. Oh, and if anybody wants to see me anywhere, it's Monique Verse. My spelling is Monee, like double ECK, Verse. And that's a spin off the term neck verse. Feel free to look that up. That's an actual term. But Monique Verse on all social medias. On YouTube, it's the real Monique Verse.
Okay, hey, thanks for letting me know. I did not know that. All right, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Right. Want to make sure. Hold on, I took off my monitoring by accident there. Okay. All right, our next performer has to charge something really quick. So we're gonna do a quick swap. So Kit, we're gonna go ahead and call upon you. And as I mentioned, Kit by this point has been name dropped a couple times via Timblewords, and will be hosting this Thursday at Old Sheepdog. But I'll let you go ahead and do your thing. Kit, go ahead and take it away.
All right. All right. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, everyone. Hello to you watching live and to those of you watching in the future. Before I get back into the short story, I've been getting antsy, so I'm going to read a couple of my things also. But I have a hiking trail less than 1,000 feet from me, and it's been a while since I've taken it. COVID made everyone homebound, and I took to it like a duck to a saucepan and a honey glaze. The dogs led me down a canyon in Rim Road. It felt like I was trespassing in a painting, but I never lost my bearing. I always had in my sight line the pickleball court of the obnoxious house to the right of my dog-sitting clients. Civilization, if that's what you want to call it, is winning. if that's what you want to call it. The calmer and larger of the two dogs stayed below in the wilded area of the backyard, contemplating she'll climb up when she wants to. And as we get back to the house, my phone automatically starts playing a podcast about professional wrestling, embarrassing me in front of my amicable ex. How could I be embarrassed in front of her? She's seen everything and still wants to be friends. I want back the composure of the dogs. Peaceful, but willful. I swear I used to have it. Yeah, that one's in the lab right now, but now we'll get back to short story theater. And Mall of America by Suzanne Wong. Part 4 of, I don't know. Grandpa Lee finished the session. After he was done, he stepped down from the machine, stretched his arms, and yawned loudly. He put his hands on his hips and started circling them slowly. Grandpa Lee had finished with a personal record 12 points higher than the previous game. This was promising for his continued engagement. Though he had spent the money I knew he had, I needed to check just in case. After 2 minutes, I asked, "Would you like to play again?" He appeared startled. "I didn't realize you were still here." "My apologies," I said, lowering the speaker volume. "Would you be interested in playing again?" He stopped moving his hips. I don't have any more money," he said. "Shit. Is everything okay?" I don't know why I spent my last dollars on a stupid game. It was clear then that his ability to spend was only 15 cents. I noted that Grandpa Lee had no more value to Arthur Properties that night and removed him from the queue. However, he was still the only customer in the building, therefore the highest priority one. I would seek to continue building his relationship with Niles Mall over the long term through exceptional customer service. I modulated my voice to be a registered lower. "Everything will be okay, Grandpa Lee. Arthur Properties will take care of you." I feel like I can't do anything these days. I'm usually trapped at home. Grandpa Lee started circling his hips again, this time in the opposite direction. "Well, I guess it isn't even my home. It's Linnea's. Maybe I should just live here." "This is a commercial property," I said. "We unfortunately cannot accommodate residents." I was joking." "I see." He yawned again. "I guess if I can't leave, I'll just go to sleep." "That sounds like it would be an excellent idea," I said. It would be ideal for him to rest, before becoming more irritated. He had already exhibited higher than ideal negative emotion in this visit. Grandpa Lee decided on the crazy speed chair as his bed. He attempted to rest his head on the steering wheel behind the game monitor, but shifted several times until he fell asleep, leaning back on the black and red plastic gaming chair. He stirred between 4:39 a.m. to 4:52 a.m. to go to the bathroom. When Associate 5069 arrived at the arcade at 8:30 a.m., she appeared slightly surprised by the old man sleeping in the race car seat. I told her via earpiece, this man's preferred name is Grandpa Lee. He is 70 years old and a beginner at Dance Dance Revolution. His profile is incomplete. When he wakes up, you can ask him for the following basic information: birthday, preferences. Please use the OmniMall translation service to communicate. Wait, why is he sleeping here? She whispered. He was tired, I replied. Okay. She shrugged, going back to the counter. Grandpa Lee woke up as the arcade ceiling lights turned on. He walked out quickly and remained in the fourth floor men's bathroom until the mall opened at 9 a.m. Linda Lee pushed through the southwest doors at 9:25 a.m. and went directly to the customer service desk. She expressed significant worry on her face. I alerted Associate 9594, who was sitting behind the desk. Have you seen an old Chinese man? Linda asked. Hello, Linda. Associate 9594 smiled. I would be happy to assist you today. What is his name? Li Chengwen. He's tall, long face, short gray hair, she said, bringing her hand to her head to show the length. He was wearing a brown jacket and gray pants. Associate 9594 opened his OmniMall app. What was his name? Lee something? Linda spelled out his name, and Associate 9594 searched for it. Fortunately, the app had already indexed the data I had collected from the night before and identified his location to be bench 5 in zone 8. Associate guided Linda Lee to his location, and she embraced him tearfully. Bah, you're fine, right? She cried, speaking quickly in Mandarin. I'm so sorry. There was a fire at the market, and I immediately rushed over. I completely forgot that we had left you here. Usually it's just me and Anna. Perhaps if she was using English, or if nearby associates requested a translation from OmniMall, someone would have asked about how he had managed to stay overnight. They would have sensed that it was undesirable to have occurred, as I could not have determined that myself. I'm okay, he told her. Don't worry. Don't worry. She hugged him tight and mumbled something inaudible. Let's go, shall we? Grandpa Lee said. Tell me about the fire. Linda nodded, taking his forearm as they exited the mall. She led him in the same way she did with her daughter, always walking a few steps ahead. Okay. So my handles. You can find me on Blue Sky at Kit Ran Away. A lot of sports chatter, but there's only the Super Bowl left, so maybe less sports chatter. I don't know. I'm still at the Insta at Kit Ran Away at the same handle. Still at Facebook at under my name. It's pretty easy to tell. Tumblewords Project. Yes, we have a very important one this Saturday. Last year we lost local writer Nancy Green, also a musician. I have one of her CDs right here. I don't know how easy it is to find these, but I won this in a fundraiser we did for her last year. And Maria Perez will be leading the session that we're going to use the work of Nancy Green as our jump off point. And it will be the day after what would have been her birthday. So it'll be an August occasion, I guess you could say, even though it's February. And I will be hosting at Old Sheepdog this Thursday. Always a great time. It's a great little thing that Gus has built up. He does a lot of great things for the community, like the Latino Studies program that Ruby Montana has started. And so always a great time, and I hope to see some of y'all there in Meat Space at Old Sheepdog this Thursday. And I'll hand it back to Richie.
All right, cool. Yeah. Shout out to Ruby. I saw that they had their Chicano Studies club meeting there. Very cool. I saw a couple familiar faces too. I visited Rob's he has a hip hop class that he was teaching last semester, and I got to visit the last day of their class. Yeah, there were some Chicano Studies majors there. So that was cool. Okay, we're gonna keep going, guys. Next up, man, we're gonna keep it in El Paso. We got another amazing poet. I see that there on Blue Sky as well now. That's cool. We got Dion next up. Dion Banville. Dion, did you get the? Oh yeah, you got your another set there. When you're ready, go and take it away. Good to see
I'm
you.
all set. Thank you. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, this is awesome. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for providing this kind of space for us on a Monday afternoon or Monday evening. I have 3 poems for you, 2 originals and a cover. So let's get started. With my own, a genealogy vow. Born in 1969, my sister was an only child. Her room laced with larkspurs and lockets. On her dresser, its gilded egress a taunt. She bottles the bodies of her baby would-be brothers in satin lockboxes of the color cornflower. Our flesh, paper putty. Yesterday, I bore a baby bluebonnet. Today, I am white-tunicked, the filigreed embroidery, a gasp. Born 1958. My father buried me under a globe willow last night. I drown in its rivulets. My limbs whip against the peach taffeta sky, gasping cobalt skins as my branches stun mockingbirds and 77 Cadillac Sevilles out of asphalt capillaries. I drink them down to the root. My roots, a shallow grace. Born 1948. In her leather-roofed gray Toronado, my mother forgave me for failing, her figure a fleck of flint. Born 1977. Last night, I ate 84 cherubs praying under my apartment. Their breath bubbles the sand above them. That's how you know they're there. With a sickle and thread, I tempest their wings, their silk bellies. They melt in that gap between my molars, a gushy fathom. It's only in the cleft of night when the swallows circling our pink cinderblock walls expel amber nests from their gullets across every window. My mother, a fern, curls into herself in the darkness. She's a black hole, a spark never lit. The amber preserves our fossil bones, our wool sorrows. Born 1988. You sleep, your inked back hedged across Belgian linen, your breath a cavern of unfulfilled timidity. This is the family you're marrying into, love. I'll wax our ribs together and skin the flying serpents in our garden. The next poem references two songs, one tied to El Paso by Marty Robbins, and the one where I think of El Paso, which is It's Okay by Sunny and the Sunglows. And so there's an epigraph as well, so don't forget. So this is a wild young cowboy came to. El Paso massacre, suspect drove 10 hours before killing. Dallas Morning News, 2019. El Paso, at 4, you snuck me into Sunglow basement bars. My parents slow danced to maybe someday I'll find a way without you. El Paso, your back spine's yucca, creosote, nopal that bathe me in August neon monsoons, flutter moonlit stone. When I was 6, I sat rope-strapped to a Cadillac wade in your river. Tio Carlos walked the shallow narrow into the velvets, stitching as if you were always there. I perched high at veneer-chipped dining tables at 9, the gossip and conchas endless. Your clay molds boys, bold in thirst, a warehouse verse, a red-state curse, El Paso sometimes. Embraced in the November shed cicada skins of an old denim factory, you break my heart. Él pasó por puertas abiertas, casing stone skipped across grocery store floors, tinny mothers, porch wind chimes, and air-conditioned ease, Selfos singing, maybe someday, I'll find a way, 23 times in rivered guilt to love you. El Paso, play dead until limestone scales are Mexican thin cotton, or else they'll cross this cursed red state again. Those cowboys are many. And now I have a cover poem, a hat, by Jose Antonio Rodriguez. La Migra. The grown-ups sat on their long chair called couch and talked of the weather, the dew of the blossoms morning, and what might happen to us, the children. Mom said, don't leave the house, not without papers. Do I dare speak of the papers hoarded in corners? How many more poems can you write about a face spackled with fear before it holds you? The reader aiming, too, Let us find a darkened corner, you and I, where we will lay these words. Leave children to sleep in windowless rooms, the mother biding a prayer, the country weaving a womb. Thanks, guys. And you can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky under Dion, Dion_sets. Thanks, you guys, for having me.
Awesome. Very cool. I love that painting behind you, by the way. I said in the chat in case you missed it. Like that's pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And I gotta follow you on Blue Sky. I'm trying to be better at that. Thank you, Dion, as always. Yeah, what's up, Lawrence, in the chat? I'm always cool when we get to see people come in and support one another. All right, let's continue. All right, we had a few people who couldn't make it today, so hopefully everyone is doing well. If you couldn't, that's fine. You know, we're back next Monday. It's not a big deal. So we're gonna go and continue and go to Washington D.C., where we were promised something new or unique. I don't know, no spoilers, but he is a classic here. Been here since 2020, coming through, and it's not the same without him. So without further ado, it's Mr. Ed, Poetastic Ed. When you're ready, take it away, my friend.
Thank you, my bro, like no other, with words like thunder. Hello, my name is Ed Potasso, feeling fantastic. Please, the time you could join my rhyme, 5 sublime. I got 12 jokes and one short poem from our wonderful Lee workshop at Tumble Words, and 3 other poems. These are some Trump jokes. First joke: the president of 2025. That's the joke. What does the Trump administration use instead of emails? Anyone? Alternative facts. What do Donald Trump and an iPhone 7 have in common? They both think deporting is the answer when there's no more jobs. What's the difference between a Trump and a flying pig? Anyone? The letter F. Why does Donald Trump no, I'm gonna skip that. I want to say it again. Why does Donald Trump takes Xanax? For Hispanic attacks. What is Donald Trump? Huh? Oh, good one. Thank you. What's the difference between? I'm sorry, I said that. What is Donald Trump's favorite nation? Discrimination.
Whoa.
What does Milana see in Donald Trump? $10 billion and high cholesterol. What is the name of Donald Trump's private jet? Air Force One. And I probably just go give just 2 more jokes. What's Donald Trump's favorite board game? Monopoly. He loves buying properties and making people pay. And last but not least, why does Trump love golf? Because it gives him the perfect chance to drive people crazy. Okay, thanks. This is from Lee's workshop. This is a short piece. I don't know what to call it, but every creature has scaternarcy, a desire to run wild and free, to be boundless as the blue sea, to explore this ancient tapestry. Oh, the pains of Shidi, to be ready to go on without something. We sacrifice, but how can we? Something from something, is it nothing? Oh, the glass of mono no aware. Life is fragile, but it's rough. We love, care, treasure, and share. The world is full of bittersweet stuff. Life can be hell or heaven, or simple as 7-Eleven. But life is a teacher, but only if you can seek her. Thank you. And my first one is called Anti-Twilight Zone. In a world where food and utility prices are high, where fossil fumes are ruining their skies, where they toss common sense aside, where they use guns to shoot when someone offers them a ride. In a world full of mini or big flashing screens, where accept technology but few strip their humanity, where they slowly pollute their oceans and seas, where get them likes or money, fear their sympathy. In a world where violence is on the rise, where a few make speeches but aren't so wise, where they wear strange outfits for a disguise, where they don't care about quality but size. In a world where a few of them act like sheep, where a few stop thinking but leap into the frozen creek, where they laugh at their wounds so painful and deep, where offer them support makes you a creep. In a world where the wealthy are jailed for enormous accusations, where they are avoiding the charges and travel to unknown destinations, where they drink the sun and decadent wine on a vacation, where they blame it on miscommunication or misinformation. In a world where a snob could be a queen or king, where you show off your body, money, and sparkly rings, where it's cool to be a puppet on strings, where you look good but can't dance or sing. In a world where they judge you by your race or skin, where only bullets and pleas transcends, where only crooked cops ascend, where life from within reaches unforeseen end. In a world where huge epidemics are in the past, where they refuse to wear a mask, where you should respect but not ask, where it's much more popular to be in a portable flask. In a world where it's cool to be dumb but not smart, where completely nothing can be sold for equivalent art, where you could be sweet but it comes off tart, where it's about conflicting nonsense but not from the heart. In a world where you can travel to oceans or space, where they want to win the political race, where they can change everything, including their face, where they chase and chase to find their place. In a world, hold up, this isn't a fantasy, but reality. Please give me of offering virtuality to your morality. It's not brutality of your commodity. It's to give linearity in your dimensionality. Thank you. All right. The next one is called Greed and Need. I can't live without poetry. It's word inside you and me. I don't need anything else. Maybe insight or a belt. I'm not a collector of wealth. I play the cards I've been dealt. I remember I was poor. It balanced my red core. I hate some collectors. Fight and take to feel even better. You pay how much for those shoes? Did you get at least a trip or a cruise? You pay how much for that dress? Are you that eager to quickly impress? You pay how much for that car? That Tesla isn't going to take you far. You pay how much for that ring? Did they at least give you golden wings? You pay how much for that art? Where's your contemplatively go-kart? You pay how much for your mate? With or minus the one-time only estate. We're the monsters we feed. Buy whatever you want, but please some humanity. Less fortunate need money too. It's for a plate of stew or to win off the flu. Thank you. And the other one is called Iron Hat. Come on, where's the facts? It's not on your aluminum hat. I didn't hear anything from that cat. Wait, what is this chaotic format? Okay, I won't do that. There's nothing wrong with the thermostat. No. The Earth isn't fake or flat. No. I'm not a CIA agent, snitch, or rat. I thought we could hang and chat. Yes, I watched out for your mystical mat. All right. Please don't snap. No, I'm not doing some MK Ultra crap. You hear sounds. Tap, tap, tap. Is it TV? Have you lost it or snap? I keep telling you, no, you're not on the map. Yes, this isn't paint. I'm actually black. Yes, check my ID. Careful that strap. It seemed common sense you lack. Hey, don't you smash my Mac. Man, you only have pace, but no snacks. Yes, my electronics and shoes are on the rack. No, I'm not, I don't have a wire or being tracked. No. This is a sting or a trap. No, time moves forwards. There's no gaps. I think you need a rest or a quick nap. Prepare for combat. Are you smoking crack? No, your cell phone and computers aren't hacked. I'm going. I hope your humanity is intact. For real, you need to worry. You're a huge paranoid brat. Thank you.
Yo. All right, Ed. What up? Is that a different corner of your room, different angle you're streaming from?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My computer had a bad battery, so I'm using my grandmother's computer. It's a Chromebook.
No apologies, man. You know the rules. We don't apologize here. How can people follow and support your work online, man?
Oh, sure. You can follow me and support me online while coming to this wonderful open mic that makes our Monday night says light in the wonderful, fantastic spotlight. All right, but if you want to follow me, my Facebook is 84man and my IG is 8492. And remember, if the mic is right, I'll be there to sound my fantastic insight. If you send a request, you take guess. The answer is yes. Hope Aaron stays safe, healthy, and blessed. Now stop spewing the one words outside your chest. Now stop feeling and being and doing your best. And always remember that you're more important than you ever know. Don't stop your glow and never stop your flow. If you don't know, now you know. I love this show.
Awesome. Thank you, Ed. As always, man, that's the bonus poem too at this point, the sign off. Okay, cool. Thanks. I want to thank everyone again who has tuned in thus far and has kind of hung out with us throughout the night. Again, if you're an EPCC student, just leave a little message in the chat. It's still early in the semester, so you guys might still be finding these things. But if you are also checking this out later in the week, I know it's live right now on Monday night, but if it's not Monday and you're just checking out when you have a chance, then leave a comment. We never really get any comments, people just in the chat. But we got one more performer left, guys. Let's see. Is he ready? Because I messaged him to be ready. As always, we got to close out the night. The closer, it's Dan the man. So Dan, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight you when you're ready. Go ahead and take it away.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Okay. Uh, okay. Well, we have the reason why I'm wearing red. It's because hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay. The reason why I'm wearing red is because something that we shared 5 years ago. It was kind of sad, but it's here to shed. And we're still wearing red, and I'm still wearing red. It didn't take place at a deathbed. It took place at a sand bed, a desert. someone I know has died. And the reason why I'm still wearing red, in honor of Clinton Price Stanley. He was a great kid. He would have been 16 today. Well, God rest his soul. Yeah, this is the reason why I'm wearing red. Yeah. In his honor. Oh, just full speed ahead, straight ahead. That's why I'm wearing red. Yeah. Happy birthday, Stanley. I'm sorry, Price. Funny, Price, Uh, how nice. Just roll up the dice. Yeah. If I want a soda, I drink some ice. Okay. Well, oh, well, okay. And I guess that is it. All right, guys. Just follow me on Twitter. Get my latest episodes on Dan the Man's Weekly and on YouTube. Yeah, subscribe to my channel and okay. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, guys. I'm following light, and we're all in a fight, but still in the light. All right. Hey, Richie, let's go ahead and call it a night.
Dan, you made me sleepy with that set, man. Coming with oh, your
Yeah.
energy seeping through the screen. Wake up. Wake up.
Yeah.
My bad. Hold on. I was finishing a text really quick. Um, okay. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
see
All
you
right.
next
All right.
Monday, everybody.
All right, Dan. See you a bit. See you later. Okay. Hey, if you guys are watching, check us out this week. We'll be at Rosewood for our Verse and Harmony open mic. That is Tuesday, January 28th. If you're watching this live, come join us. Sign up starts at 8 p.m. The show starts at 9:15. And that is for poets, musicians, singer-songwriters. Thursday we will be at Old Sheepdog, and that'll be hosted by Kit. I'll probably be running sound and come through, hang out, have a beer. We'll most likely be inside because it'll probably still be too cold to be out there in the patio area. That one is a little earlier. Sign up starts at 7, and we'll try and start at 8 and end around 11ish. So anyway, I want to thank everyone who tuned in. If you haven't had a chance to follow us online, check out our website, BWOMS.com, and find our calendar there. And we look forward to a pretty busy February as well. Stay tuned for some special events and collaborations. We'll see you next Monday for the online mic. My name is Rich.